Hi, I'm Taylor Smurl,
And I'm Tommy Smurl.
and this is
Neat.
Well, hi, hello everybody. Hey Dad, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, Tater?
Doing all right. We're in here with a late night recording.
12:30 on a Saturday night after the
Yeah.
show for me and a show for you. But we're ready to go. We're ready to go. Got to mix up some good drinks so we can go to bed.
I'll say this is prime drinking time for the bars that have
Yeah.
reopened recently in New York City. This is the first
Yeah.
Saturday night that I've kind of walked around and like seen humans back out in spaces, and I'm like, that's so great. Bars are opening again. Oh, I don't like bars on Saturday nights. They're very crowded. Goodbye.
Well, we've been doing our live outdoor theater, and we do a little bit of drinking there while we're putting on our shows.
Oh,
It's allowed.
Little
Yeah,
bit
it's allowed. So,
okay.
But it's nice being there in the theater and having people show up, and our show's been going great. We're doing the Addams Family. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
Snap. Well, this week on the podcast, we talked about one of my favorite summer mixing ingredients, really year round, but I think it really shines in the summer, and that is
Lillet.
Lillet. Beautiful, yes.
So I had my
Aromatized
Lillet.
wine, yes. She, gendering the Lillet. She is an aromatized wine. Just feels like a lady. She is basically just like white wine from Bordeaux that has been fortified with a combination of citrus liqueur, mainly orange, bitter orange and sweet orange liqueur. It's a classic ingredient. It sort of vital to, I think, any good bar program, but maybe a little bit weird because it doesn't have a more like recognizable category. We don't like, it's technically a quinquina, and that's not something that most people think of as well as like vermouth.
It really does smell good, though.
It smells great. Tastes even better.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna make two classic Lillet cocktails today. We're going to make a Corpse Reviver #2, the Craddock special cocktail, and then we're also gonna make the cocktail famous from the Ian Fleming's Casino Royale, the Vesper Martini, as designed by James Bond. But I think first, Dad, I think you wanted to try some and give me a bit of an honest response on how you feel about just Lillet, just straight
Well, that's
Lillet.
true. As you said, you know about my feeling about wine, but this looks really good. So I thought that I might just try a taste of it to see how it is, by itself. Boy, it does smell good. I like the way it smells.
It smells like honey.
It's actually pretty good.
It's nice, right?
Yeah, I do taste the bitter right on the back of my tongue as it goes down, but the front of the tongue is very pleased with it. The front of the tongue is pleased. You may proceed.
All right.
I like it. It's not too bad. Yeah, it passed the first test.
All right. So I think we'll be okay, because I think it tastes even better when it's mixed. But there's nothing wrong with this on the rocks.
All right.
All right. So we're just gonna go chronologically here, and the Corpse Reviver predates the Corpse Reviver #2 predates the Vesper Martini. So we're gonna start with that.
I think it's a hoot that #2 stuck. #1 wasn't any good and they never went any further. Yeah.
I like that they try to get this category of drinks off the ground that was like Corpse Revivers. It's a drink you drink when you're super hungover, but like also want to start getting twisted again. Like, it's a very unique idea for a drink.
Yeah.
And they all are very, like, the design for all of them was pretty much like, it needs to have a lot of alcohol, but you need to be able to drink it during the day. That was the idea of a Corpse Reviver. But yeah, so #1.
Hair of the dog that bit you.
Basically, that was the category, and it never took off.
Yeah.
But #2 is the one that I think is a necessary drink for a good bartender to know.
All right, then let's go #2.
With that, never. I don't want to drink that, Dad. So, Corpse Reviver #2 could be served in a coupe glass or a Nick and Nora. I'm gonna use my Nick and Nora. And you want to rinse your glass with absinthe. I'm just going to put a little absinthe in my glass, swirl it around when we're ready to pour.
I got my absinthe. My absinthe makes a glass grow stronger.
Yeah. All right, so the drink is shaken, and this is an easy one to remember because it's equal parts, so it's all just going to be 1, 1, 1, 1. We're going to start with an ounce of lemon juice.
All right, in the shaker cup.
An ounce of an orange liqueur. I've got Cointreau, pretty classic. You can use Cambier. You can use, whatever, triple sec if that's what you got.
I've got Lillet's triple sec. 1 ounce.
1 ounce. An ounce of our Lillet.
An ounce of Lillet. I remember how you said this one enhanced because it matches all the things you're adding match the flavors in Lillet.
Mm-hmm. And then an ounce of gin.
Ounce of gin. I had to get a new bottle of Bombay. Mom finished off the other one.
Well, I was also home for a little while, so I did a little damage on that.
Okay.
All right, then you want to shake this up.
All right, you ready?
Like, I will say I like a little bit of residual absinthe in my Corpse Reviver. So I think if you want to measure it, you want maybe like an 1/8 of an ounce, maybe a 1/4. Not any more than that, though. So if you had a little bit pooled in the bottom of your glass, that's okay.
Ooh, I filled that one full. That's more than my Nick will hold. I still got a little left in the shaker for later.
That's true. I didn't really think about the glasses. It's a full, you're putting 4 ounces. It's a 4-ounce drink. That also goes into why it's a Corpse Reviver. It's a big drink. You're getting 3 of those ounces are booze. Only 1 of those ounces or anything else. So
yeah, I might have to sip that off the glass off the bar. I don't know if I can pick that up without spilling it.
Well, now a traditional garnish for a Corpse Reviver is none. So no garnish on this.
All right. Well, there, I picked it up carefully.
Now we got a cheers. All right.
Oh, yeah,
Cheers.
we can't forget that. Cheers. It's been a while. I forgot.
I know.
Cheers. Yeah. Oh, I really like that.
Isn't that nice?
That's like lemonade.
Mm-hmm. It's really soft. It's nice and citrusy. It does not taste that boozy.
No, it doesn't taste boozy at all. And I tell you what, I do not taste that bitterness on the back of my tongue like I got just from the straight Lillet.
Mm-hmm. And you can see now why it fits the category. Because if you're like, I'm hungover from last night, I need something with alcohol in it, but I probably don't want to taste alcohol. It's a good design.
Well, it's like a lemonade mimosa.
Yeah. All right. I've seen brunch menus like smart brunch menus put a Corpse Reviver #2 on a brunch menu, and I think it's a great move. People see it, are like, what are you talking about? That's a heavy drink. It's like, no, it's actually designed for that. It's designed for serious brunch. Like,
yeah, there's nothing heavy about that drink. No, that's a light, summery drink. So that was all 1 ounce of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the absinthe, of course. That was a rinse.
Absinthe rinse, but very easy to remember. And that's one of my favorite formulas to play with, too, because you can think about that, like having a base spirit, a citrus liqueur, like a sweet modifier, and some sort of juice. And you can kind of play with that formula and sub other things in.
That's really good.
Glad you like it.
Yeah.
All right. So one's good. Let's see how you feel about the second one. The second one's a little bit harder to approach because it's a little bit stronger. It's a martini, but let's clean our shakers and try out a Vesper.
All right. I'll meet you back here.
All right. So for the classic Ian Fleming's Vesper Martini, the proportions given in the book are 3 parts gin, 1 part vodka, half part Lillet. Quina Lillet. All right, so we will start, and it's shaken. Another martini sin. There's just a lot of martini sins going on here, but we're just gonna roll.
Shaken, not stirred.
All right, so we're gonna do a 1/2 ounce of our Lillet.
1/2 ounce of our Lillet. Lay, lady, lay. Lay upon my big brass bed. There's a 1/2 ounce of it.
Then we're gonna do 1 ounce of vodka.
I got this big bottle because it seems to go fast around here.
Is that Amsterdam? What is that?
Yep, Amsterdam. All right.
And then we're going to do 3 ounces of gin.
Ooh, load up the gin.
Yeah, I would usually do, like, if I was making this for a customer that orders a Vesper, I would do 2 ounces of gin. That's the way I usually make it in the bar. but I'm trying to honor the proportions from the book. This is definitely
You
a
shall.
slightly. That's the only problem that I think bartenders really have with this drink is that it's a bigger drink than you would ever make at a bar. So, you know.
All right. We're trying to honor James Bond.
I guess I say that, and we just made a 4-ounce drink. But usually you don't give customers 4 ounces of hardcore spirit. Like that's not a thing.
Unless they're James Bond.
No, I think especially not James Bond. If James Bond ever sat at my bar, I would like ask him if he wanted to talk. Like, I don't think you want 4 ounces of vodka. I think maybe you need a hug.
And he'd say, "Don't question my drink measurements. Just do it, or I will shoot you."
Thank you. What was that accent? No, I don't think you'd say
I don't
that.
know. That was supposed to be English, but it didn't come out there. I was really thinking of Sean Connery. He's more of a Welsh accent. Good and cold. All right, now if I remember right, you said we're going to do this in a traditional martini glass.
Traditional martini glass. I'm going to use a coupe, but
Martini.
yeah, something like that.
I have a traditional martini glass. Well, it looks just like the other one. It's a little bit clearer. Yeah, it's a bit clearer.
And the traditional garnish for this is an expelled orange twist. So we're going to squeeze those oils out over the top of the drink, nice and good. You want to run it around the rim, give it a twist, and drop it in the drink. Voila.
Aha. It looks perfect.
Vesper Martini. Cheers, Dad.
Vesper, cheers to you, my dear. Oh, I hate those glasses because you spill out of them. Woo, now that one tastes boozy. Woo.
That's a lot of booze. That's a lot of booze.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a strong martini.
Woo, I'll say.
I think Mom would like this one.
Yeah, I'm going to wash that down with the Corpse Reviver.
Yeah, right. If you like a strong, dry martini, this is a dry martini just with a lot of bright citrusy notes, which.
Well, I think you're right, but I think if I were to make this to try to make it where I would like it, I would cut down on the gin to 2 ounces and I would increase the Lillet to 1 ounce.
And I mean, I've done that exact thing in bars before to make what I thought was a palatable Vesper, and I prefer that.
Yeah.
But I also prefer heavier pours of vermouth in my traditional martini. So if you're a dry martini fan, this is a slightly modified dry martini.
I'm going back to the Corpse Reviver to wash down number 2.
Well, that's all right. Well, but I'm glad. Why not? You liked it. You thought it was okay straight. You liked it in a cocktail.
Yeah. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That's what Meatloaf said.
And I would say it's great. Like, it's a great add-in. I've had like margarita builds where they will like add this in. It's almost like a Corpse Reviver build, but instead of lemon, you do lime, and instead of gin, you do tequila, and then you do orange liqueur and Lillet, and it works beautifully. It's a beautiful cocktail.
Yeah, I like that. I'm looking forward to using it with some of that.
All right. Well, there you go. There are your two of the most classic Lillet cocktails. As always, the proportions that we followed in this video will be down below. All right. Thank you, Dad, for joining me here late night.
Well, thank you, Taylor, for having me late night. You know, we're up here with Kimmel and Fallon and I don't know who all else is up. Seth Meyers, I don't know, somebody like that.
Weird company to keep.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like
We're competing with them.
Thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody at our Patreon. If you would like to support us, we send out stickers and coasters, and we do special bespoke cocktail videos for you once a month. So check that out. If you would like to find us on social media, we are Neat Boozecast on Twitter and Instagram, and you can email us at neattheboozecast@gmail.com if you have any questions. And if you want to be part of a community, Dad made a Facebook group.
That's right. Meet the Boozecast. It's a group. You can join it. Show us pictures. Tell us what you found. Try our cocktails and tell us how you like them.
There you go. As always, I've been Taylor Smurl,
And I've been Tommy Smurl.
and this has been
Neat. Well, Mom cannot wait for me to share this one with her, I am sure.
well.
She will love this Corpse Reviver.
No, Mom's gonna like the Vesper because I've seen how Mom makes a martini.
Well, you're right. Yeah.
Mom just shakes 8 ounces of vodka measured from a baby bottle
Mhm.
over ice.